What are some of the most important inventions in the world? There are several different inventions that people could say are important. This may differ from country to country. People may answer the invention of the computer or the telephone or even maybe the automobile. The automobile has been a significant invention in our society, but many people do not know the history of this invention. I am going to talk about the history of the automobile, which dates back to 1769. I will discuss the early automobile, the classic automobile, and finally the future of the automobile. I will first describe the early automobile and their inventors. In France, in 1769, the first self-propelled car was built by Nicolas Cannot. He developed the road vehicle for the French army to haul heavy cannon. He used a steam engine fixed to a three-wheeled cart utilizing the back and forth action of the steam piston into rotary motion. This vehicle reached walking speed and carried 4 tons. The design was considered impractical, so the invention was abandoned. In the USA, in 1789, the first U.S. patent for the steam-powered land vehicle was granted to Oliver Evans. In 1801, in Britain, Richard Trevach improved the design of the steam engine. He made them smaller and lighter. He made more powerful power by using a stronger boiler. Lastly, he put the engine in a carriage. This was the first horseless carriage to transport passengers, and the engine, well, this is a picture of it. It's called the Puffing Devil. In 1832, in Scotland, Robert Anderson invented the first electric carriage. Electric carriages used rechargeable batteries that powered a small electric motor. These weren't practical because they needed charged a lot. Nicholas Otto invented the four-stroke engine in 1876 in Germany. This was known as the Otto cycle. In Scotland, in 1876, the first successful two-stroke engine was invented by Sir Douglas Clark. In 1886 in Germany, the first vehicle used internal combustion engine was developed. Two inventors, Daimler and Benz, were working separately in the same country on these engines. Internal combustion engine is using the explosive combustion of fuel to push the piston within the cylinder, moving the pistons to turn a crankshaft, which then turns the car wheels via a chain or a drive shaft. Different types of fuel used for the combustion engines are gasoline, diesel, and kerosene. The Ford Motor Company was developed in 1903 and produced the Model T. Here's a picture of the Model T. Henry Ford invented and improved an assembly line and installed the first Kevlar belt-based assembly line in his car factory. The assembly line reduced production costs and reduced assembly time. The Ford's famous Model T was assembled in 93 minutes. By 1927, 15 million Model Ts had been manufactured. Later in the US, Charles Keating invented the electric ignition and starter motor. He then invented independent suspension and four-wheel brakes. By 1930, most of the technology that is used in automobiles today had already been invented. For the next part of my speech, I'll describe classic cars. Over time, some cars have turned into classic cars. This is because of a childhood attachment to them and just the determination to bring the old cars back to life. A classic car can either be American or foreign, but it should have been produced between the years of 1925 to 1948. These three types of classic cars are sedans, sport cars, and commercial vehicles. The sedans include the VW Beetle, the Volvo, the Bentley, the classic Bentley from the year 1930. That's an old Bentley. Sport cars vary from like the old Triumph Spitfires and the MGBs of more of recent times. But back to the true classics, such as the Rileys and the Stringers. For the last part of the speech, I'll discuss some of the future cars. This is a little future bubble car, as I call them. They're aerodynamic and built out of both strong and light materials. These cars are also eco-friendly, either going to be battery operated, in which requires charging from an electrical source daily, or powered by hydrogen or biofuel. Also, a person on the phone will be able to connect the future cars, will serve as a GPS, also access to the web. In conclusion, people are always on the go, especially in today's life, busy lifestyles. People rely on their automobile to get from point A to point B. They may drive a classic car or maybe a car of the future. Knowing the history of the automobile is important because it gives you credit to the inventors and also allows improvement for the invention. And that's it. Thanks.